Hello, my name is Abe and welcome back to Tiny Rogues. We're approaching the big 5-0, a milestone in gaming, 50 runs of Tiny Rogues. What are we gonna play as today? Well, to work further towards my mission objective of getting a win with all the characters, we have the Dancer. Wow, and that's it, huh? Okay. On the tally of 5 primary attacks, your next primary attack deals a guaranteed lucky hit. Let's do it. I don't need no stinking cinder modifiers though, because I don't care. Mythic Rhythm activated. All I care about is having a tiny run and Tiny Rogues. Although I do need to check out what my actual equipment is. So on 5 attacks, you lucky hit. By itself, that doesn't really do anything without having crit chance. We only have a 6% crit chance, but also things that trigger on lucky hits will be very strong. All of the things that's like Blessed Hammer, rockets, etc., etc. Ornamental Chakrams, they just do damage. Increased stamina recovery speed, 50%, good lord. And then we have movement speed, attack speed, and rhythm, which reduces tally requirements by 2 when you dash. And tally requirements are lucky hits. So the rhythm anklets and the rhythm bracelets allow me to get more lucky hits by by reducing tally threshold requirements, and there are synergies with that. Like you can have other pieces of equipment that reduce tally threshold requirements and whatnot. We started with 5 bombs, which is nice. And I believe with this weapon, and I guess with all weapons, the lucky hit is tied not to the impact, it's tied to the actual weapon shot. So on the way out and on the way back, it can lucky hit twice, technically. Lots of things to think about and figure out on this Tiny Rogues run as we, are just getting into it. But I've never played as a Dancer before. Lucky hits, I don't normally, that's a mimic. This is gonna be a very tough fight, I think. Lucky hits, I don't normally synergize or build into that much. Holy hell. I used a bomb to open up the secret room and also kill those enemies because my God, did you see that? That was annoying as hell. But we now have really good weapons, and bubble gun. Explosive bubble gun? Bubble gum, not bubble gun. I hope that these home. Let's look at the prop knife. Fears on hit, thrusting damage, top end damage, very short range. Ugh, maybe I'd rather not. Let's give it a go. Okay. Mill Thompson says cinder modifiers are pointless. Yeah, there is homing on this. Cinder modifiers are good for quickly unlocking the bonfire perks because cinder modifiers give you more experience, but at this point, I don't care for a lot of those modifiers, especially the ones that are rooms take longer. It's okay, I don't care. What I'm here for is, I'm here for having a fun run. I wanna see what equipment we get. I don't need to fight, oh yeah, every floor. Connie says, I'm off to play some Royal Flushes while waiting for Balatro. I might have to pick up Balatro because I mentioned this. My friend Chris has been playing a little bit of it lately. He played some of it on his stream and I saw him play it and it's a lot more interesting than I gave it credit for. I might have to pick it up. If you have drained mana in the past 4 seconds, mana grants more companion damage. Why? Harmony, critical hit, mana additionally grants top end damage to mana draining weapons. I think this is a reroll. We want agility. 100%, because we have movement speed on rhythm anklets, rhythm bracelets, and we can build around that, technically. Building around that means that we can have a very fast attack speed with movement speed, and then we can also get things that buff our attack speed depending on the movement speed. Again, I like it, I think. Wooden chest or candy? You know, because we have lucky hits, raising the crit chance helps us a little bit. So I'm gonna go for the +1 on intelligence there. The real question is, what equipment do we want? Do we want the bubbles or the guitar? The guitar does hum as well, like sound homes, I guess. It does a lot more damage. Yeah, it does a lot more damage. Bubble Wand inflicts chill though, but I like the damage. 5 strength. Magic Find. Attack speed equals your current total weapon critical hit chance. Gain increase attack speed equal to critical hit chance. You know, I do like Magic Find, but we could just buff attack speed massively. Buff movement speed massively. Yeah, let's go for it. I take the Magic Find all the time. The Collector says, I have a new game in my top 5. Persona 5 Royale with G's. I've never played a Persona game. I guess we're going like an intelligence build so we can have high crit chance now. Yeah, I've never played a Persona game. I'm not into JRPGs. Blood chests. I'll do it. Hold on. Ooh, that's a lot of intelligence growth. I'll take it. The gold got buffed. I don't know what it got buffed to. We have good enough weapons. Let's get some gold. I think I'll just stick with the guitar, actually. Like, it's a high damage weapon. The bubble gun couldn't even kill that guy yet. What the heck? Oh no, it's a volcano meteor. Bum, 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 bum. I don't have that much health. Collector says, Persona games are dorky at times, but they're pretty good. I mean, I've definitely heard of the Persona games and of the following that they have, so I know that they are good. Just for me personally, I don't play JRPGs. And that's totally fine. Another power shard, okay. We're gonna level up very quickly on this run. We're not really a strength run, so I'm gonna ignore that. Let's get the key. I'll get a pair. We still want some dexterity, I think. And I'm still not gonna get any strength. I like getting weight carry capacity, but I don't think we need it. Helmet and summon items. Yeah, give me some summon items. Yeah, JRPGs are not necessarily for everyone. But also, like, I've never had the experience of JRPGs. Like, I never owned an original PlayStation 1. I never played Final Fantasy 1, the original, when it came out. Increase effect of shock, critical hit damage. If only that was critical hit chance. Increase damage, increase effect of chill. I think we will take Eel Spiders. And Law Shop, I guess is what we're going to be doing today. Dexterity, increased mana regeneration once per room. Death Defy. I will take both. I like the randomized first floor or second floor shop, because then I can just use that to determine what I'm gonna actually do on my run. Is it a law shop? We're gonna be fighting death. Armor of Avernus. I have no idea what the hell that is. Fiery ball orbital. Lowers our stamina recovery speed. It's also a little bit weighty, so maybe we won't equip that quite yet. Holy crap. Nettles. Increases the effect of debuffs. I mean, I just like the speed of it. It is a fast-firing weapon. Look at that. No dice. But you know what? There's gonna be a pawn shop. So instead of getting resin, which is a little bit wasteful, let's get a pike. Go for a key. Increases the effect of debuffs. When will that ever, like, come into play? I don't know. Prop knife. Chakrams. Armor. +1 armor and a fiery ball orbital. It's worth a lot, so that I think we can sell that. Sell this, sell this, sell this. Think we are okay to keep everything else we have. And with all this cash, let's go to the shop. Okay, perfect. On the tally of 5 primary attacks, your next primary attack deals a guaranteed crit and triggers your on-dash effects. So this basically means that our infusion is permanent. This basically means that instead of a 5 primary attack, we have a 3 primary attack trigger for tallies as long as we keep anklets and bracelets. Mythic Rhythm. Very interesting. Periodically increment your active tally counters by 1 and your periodicals for every 5 units moved. So we could use this as well to Dynamo can trigger things like swagger and agility, but I think swagger is a little bit more interesting because we can build into on-dash effects, and I think that on-dash effects can be kind of fun. Increase movement speed while having a shrine effect. No! I think not. I think that's terrible. Need to get a little bit more intelligence, I think. I think all of this sucks. But it's early. I'll buy some beer. Hey, Game Watcho Libre. Thank you very much for the resub. Kaka, and welcome. How are you doing? And Nambi, welcome. Hydrate. I have a glass of water and about a 1/5 of a cup of coffee. I should probably have refilled it before I started my Tiny Rogues warm-up run, but that's okay. I'm realizing the good thing about this sword is it's kind of an AoE. Sure, I will take the Morning Star. Clicks bleed. You know, bleed's pretty good if you stack it up on a boss. And I'll go intelligence. We have the 5 stacks of int booster anyways. Accessory or set. We don't have a set. Give me accessory, because we might get rid of that rhythm at some point anyways. Just hit with the mace once, just to stack some bleed. I don't know, is bleed a debuff? Like, do you think that would get buffed by the mace? Sorry, do you think that the bleed from the mace would get buffed by the nettles from the sword, is what I meant to say. It says ailment. I don't know if ailment means debuff. Well, it's not a good accessory, so we don't need to worry about that one. +1 heart or increased stamina recovery speed. I'll take HP. Two bombs, okay. Whew. Proximity shield. I assume we have to hit them from a distance. Okay, you know, I can't pass up a big old broccoli, I think. I like broccoli. I like DOTs in this game. Attack an enemy once and then run away. Well, can't go into the armory. This weapon's got a lot of knockback too, which is pretty good. Mana potion, nah, whatever. +3 broccoli. Okay, we're going a little bit more into dexterity than I thought we would. Actually, you know what? Being able to trigger guaranteed crits and guaranteed lucky hits is kind of nice because those are both able to stack up a huge amount of bleed. Periodically intimidates enemies, take more damage. You know, we probably don't need more dashes. I'm going for the more damage. But I think it is close. Increase attack speed per stamina you have left. That could be useful. Let's get candy. Candy. Increase attack speed with melee weapons. You know, I can barely afford it. Now I'm the Skull Kid. And our build right now is very amorphous. It doesn't really matter what we get. Don't have any keys. Damage over time and adds 1 tipsiness. Tipsiness 3. I see, the red lightning bolts is the intimidation activating. That's what it is. Event? One of us always tells the truth. Council of Rats will now judge you. On the order of dexterity, we judge you as worthy. Worthy, worthy. On behalf of strength, we judge you as unworthy. Unworthy, unworthy. On intelligence, we judge you as worthy, worthy, worthy. Okay. Well, the rich get richer, right? I already have this charm. Jade charm. Can you have the same charm twice? Interesting. Just gonna upgrade something and then pick this up. Mana regen. +3 dexterity, +3 intelligence. Let's go intelligence, and we don't do elemental damage. So we'll take this one for even more dexterity. Got 20 dex, it's floor 4. What the heck? There we go. Also, that intimidation does work on bosses, which is nice. We're not really doing that much damage yet, though. We need more DPS. Okay. There we go. Hydrate or ditrate. Die. Increase attack speed with guns and cannons. On dash, your 3 next attacks with a gun or cannon are guaranteed to repeat. I see the synergy here of we can get that to happen all the time, especially with reduced periodicals, but the reduced periodicals would have to get replaced by the sheriff's belt. Or we could just add power. Percent modifiers to attack speed also apply to periodical rates at the same value. I have no periodicals. Because I tend not to get, well, except for this, but it doesn't matter. I tend not to take periodicals. I kind of want to do increase attack speed with guns and just work on, you know, fast guns. Like we could take a puke and then grab this. Dropping a bomb trigger your death defy. +1 block, +1 evade. We do not need increased mana regeneration. I will take +1 evasion, which is insanely good. That can block a lot of damage. Guess we'll go key. I think it is about time for a new weapon, though. I'm just a lawnmower now. Lawnmower with a grass blade, not glass blade. Let's get some gold. Don't worry, new weapons coming soon. Madness Star pickups are immediately pulled towards you. I mean, that's interesting. There's some good stuff there. You can build some synergies there. I like that, I like that. We're not mana build yet, but maybe we will at some point. On dash, gain tailwind and trigger on combat starts. Increase attack speed, movement speed, and orbital speed. I think we'll take that. Ooh, no, chain lightning. On non-triggered lucky hit, that's happening all the time. This is not a trigger, I don't think. It just says your next primary attack is a guaranteed lucky hit. It doesn't trigger a lucky hit. So I kind of like that with lightning bolts, but I like step of the wind because it's going to be constant anyways, because we dash constantly. And that's going to be basically permanent attack speed, movement speed, orbital speed. It'll be like a 40% attack speed buff, but free chain lightning is pretty good. Non-triggered lucky hit, trigger chain lightning, 0.2 second cooldown. You know, I'm gonna take the self buff. I wanna be faster. I wanna be as fast as possible. I wanna be the very best. This is reminiscent of like one of my first runs though, with the weapon and speed that we have. Maybe that's why I'm interested in this. And you know, the sword's pretty good at dealing with crowds, you know. Try to snatch the cheese? Got it. Try to snatch the cheese? No, not cheese. Got it anyways. Nice. Got it. We are gonna be so drunk. Our tipsiness is now 6. I love it. Neil Thompson says, I hope you find the Gatling gun with this build. I want to find the Mega Machine Gun. I think that's like a legendary though. Hey, if I was playing as the Alchemist, maybe I could find it. Alchemist can re-roll and upgrade weapons to legendary status. I think I do need a better, like, single target weapon. I've got the bleed from the mace, but it could be better. A little close. Whoops, that bounces. Didn't know that. Evasion protects your, nope, maybe they don't. 50% magic find. On non-triggered lucky hit, fire beer mortar. Ooh, lucky hit chance per tipsiness. All right, we're gonna be drunk build. Oh my God, what's with the huge broccolis? Oh, that's gonna buff our damage quite significantly, because there is a cooldown on it, but it's a lot of damage, and this armor is basically that chain lightning thing that we had previously that we said no to. Please. Debuffs you inflict persist indefinitely and have doubled effect. I will take it, but I won't use it. I was saying we could use another weapon, so... Crossglaive can hit multiple times, inflicts judgment. I'm assuming that the slashing damage it deals is able to stack judgment. On kill, gain hunger. A buff that grants 300% critical hit multiplier with the weapon and lasts 4 seconds. I think you need something that is like, you need a perk that makes your on-kill effects happen. Energy Saber, it is just a energy weapon. Guess we'll take the glaive, because it's a little bit of range, I suppose. It's not a gun, but it is ranged. Maybe we can go into the range somehow. Evasion, dexterity, intelligence, heart charm. Mana stars pick up towards you. You know what? Dump the festive dress. It's actually pretty good. Especially against a boss that's stationary, that could do a lot. All right, pawn shop. Buy guitar. Goodbye sweater. I don't like Sands of Eternity. I think it's pretty bad. Who cares if your debuffs are permanent or not when you can just restack them? And Mana Star is immediately pulled towards you. You know what? I'm gonna say no. I can't keep everything. I gotta get rid of some things. I gotta make some tough choices. A shop? I will go to the shop. Ooh, what is this? Inflicts armor break on the tally of 1 primary attack, does a special secondary attack that is crushing blowed. Because normally it's on the tally of 3, but because we reduced tally requirements, now it's just permanent. That's kind of interesting. It's just a huge upgrade over the grass blade. Hey Quark, welcome. Happy Thursday. I see you also playing Balatro. Everyone's playing Balatro. Well, a lot of people are playing it. I should really jump onto the train. I know, one of these days I should. Starfish permanently grants 1 mana star. I'll take it. Mimics. This thing has good range, and it's slower than the grass blade, but it does do way more damage. Occult Fractal Glaive. While stationary, periodically triggers beams. What the hell? Okay. I guess now if we had periodicals or faster, that would be kind of fun. Baseball cap. Melee lucky hit chance. Leprechaun frock, increased chance of luck taking effect. And the laser gun. Well, there's our gun build. Let's try these weapons right now. I can't tell what anything is. This might be a weapon where it's like, you know what, maybe we could take something else. Although on a boss, yeah, okay, on a boss, if you can just stack these things right in the middle of the screen, it's pretty good. It's gonna wait for you to pop up and then die. Particle effect, the weapon. Yeah, makes it a little hard to see. Intelligence grants attack speed. I mean, this is better. Paladin helmet, increase effect and duration of tailwind and swiftness. Duration and effect of it. Periodically launch a a missile every 8 seconds. So again, periodical buff. 10% increased attack speed, 100% increased effect is already more than the skull has. We're just gonna upgrade, I think. Because it not only does it further buff the movement and attack speed from Tailwind, the increased movement speed is also, then again, also increasing our attack speed due to agility. We're very fast now. Maximum stacks of poison, thrusting, damage inflicts bleed. Once per room on spending gold, gain souls. We should buy something. I'll buy whatever's cheap. Thrusting damage inflicts bleed. The only thing that does that is the Lucerne. I will dump the skull cap. There you go. Now we're at 4. Although I think you can get a soul shop on floor 12. So we might not need to worry about that too much. As long as you're holding down the fire button, nothing can kill you. Charcoal pine resin. I'm just gonna eat that immediately. There we go. Increase effect of ailments per infusion you have. That's not gonna be super effective, I don't think. I'm just gonna eat everything I can there. Giant treasure chest bursting with rich rewards. I mean, we have to. It is pretty fun to just have lasers out at all times, even if you... I have no keys! Why do I do this to myself? I should have gotten the cake. God damn it. Increased primary attack damage per heart container you have. I can hold it. Chainsaw. Increased damage at close range. Magic lucky hit chance. I guess we'll take this. All right, let's get the key then. Although I doubt we're gonna get a second big golden chest. I make that mistake all the time. Because I don't prioritize holding on to a whole bunch of keys. Maybe I should. Ooh, I do see. Quad Blaster. Quad Blaster is exceptionally good. Hey, XZZXZ2, how are you doing today? Welcome. Nah, we don't need this. Don't need the cross. Kinda still want to keep this because of the whole guarantee repeat thing. 4 souls? Yeah, give me 4 souls for this. Magic damage, melee damage, 1 stamina. Ethereal dice. I'll buy. Movement speed near a wall. Attack speed with ranged weapons. A key. I will buy a key. I have infinite money. So I'll probably buy the Quad Blaster, although the Fractal Glaive is a lot of fun too. This is just such a good weapon. Like, this is a boss weapon, as far as I'm concerned. That one was hard to get. Hope you appreciate it. Then, we'll get this. And we'll get this. Even more lawfulness. We picked up some whetstones. I mean, that makes me want to upgrade the Quad Blaster. But we should probably upgrade something to level 4. You know, it's gonna save us more money, I think. What do these do? Damage over time, increase attack speed, and adds 1 tipsiness. We're already fast enough. Let's buff our damage. And we can get very drunk. What did I just press? Oh, right click is changing your weapon. I forgot the button to do that for a minute, which is strange. Nope, that's the wrong button. G. There we go. I'll figure it out one of these days. I know how to play this game. Ooh. X says, I'm here, but I'm at work, so I'm just lurking. You're just here so you don't get fined, right? Guarantees crushing hits on dash. I've learned that this is not like an actual permanent thing. This isn't. This has a cooldown, I think. So I think we'll re-roll it. It's pretty good though because we do have swagger, so it'll trigger constantly. But I think it's got a cooldown. Ranged attacks gain crushing hit chance at close range. After not attacking, apply Hunter's Mark. Mana drain, increase stats from companions. Critical hits trigger a magic weapon. I don't have a magic weapon. So I am just re-rolling a whole bunch. And honestly, yeah, now we can take Chain Lightning, I think. No better options, I don't think. So I'll do it. Oh, every time. I forget that the dang dragons breathe fire. Taunt on hit. Am I over encumbered? No. Mana Flux grants periodicals. Increased burn. Increased critical hit chance. I don't think we want any of this, but we gotta take something. So I will take you. Why is it quad laser? It's not firing 4, it's firing 2 shots. It's a very good weapon, though. It does a lot of damage. Now I just need like bouncing attacks, and then the bouncing attacks would work with the lasers, and then I would be like totally fine to just bounce lasers off of the wall constantly. That's what I want. I want Isaac synergies. You know, let's just go for the key. Okay, if I just attack and dodge, eventually everything will die, right? I feel like sometimes these things do home a little bit, like the lasers, but I don't know if that's actually true. There goes my evasion, but luckily we had it. Chocolate. Chocolate. You know what? There you go. You son of a... Whoever programmed those is evil. Absolute evil. I don't have a lot of money, so we'll just go this way. Love that. Just lasers. Trigger an ice projectile. Periodically trigger on bomb effects. Every 5 seconds. I think we'll just have to do lucky hit triggering ice projectile. We're just summoning more projectiles now. We got lightning, we got ice. Why is lightning dexterity, but ice is magic? Is there a reason for that? Because it seems like, you know, they're the same thing, right? There we go. Damn, took a while to get something. Something good. Increased damage. Occult for dark damage. Lucerne doesn't have anything. Now it does. Happy. Lucky hit chance. All right. Chance is not really what we want though, because it is kind of automatic. Whoa. Look, luckily these things do still deal a lot of damage, but I think a lot of that is just also lightning bolts. But I forgot to equip my blasters again. When you or your companions deal melee damage, you get rage. Mana flux duration. On dash, trigger a lightning strike that deals damage to a random nearby enemy. On dash. 5 primary attacks triggers your on dash, quarter-second cooldown. So we could have this on top of chain lightning. It's another just like passive damage dealer, but it will cause us to lose our rhythmic anklets, which I don't really want to do. I could hold these, I suppose. Viking helmet, I just don't care. Although the Lucerne is melee, right? Granted a stack of rage, attack speed up to 10 stacks, 40%, replaces the helmet, which is already giving me more than 40%. Yeah, we'll just hold on to the boots then. Maybe use them later. Critical hit chance, damage dealt to bosses. Critical hit chance is attack speed. Probably get rid of dexterity. Losing 3 dexterity loses 3% attack speed to gain 5% attack speed. Oh baby. You know what? Not spending 15 souls on that. Hey, the Nor, welcome. How you doing? Companions are melee too, says Milt Thompson. The companions would get rage, well, I think we would get rage, but I just don't want to lose the hat that we have. The hat that we have is like actually pretty good. You know, definitely synergizing with what we're trying to do. Yeah, I'm also realizing that the Fractal Glaive is way better at triggering all of the lightning effects that we have. Makes it very difficult to see what the hell's happening, but epic weapon. Muramasa. Increases duration of mana flux by 4 seconds. The E-Piano. Double attack speed standing still. Piranha Gun. Oof, it is very good. I don't want any of these weapons, so I'll take Piranha Gun. I do like the Piranha Gun. Vilethorn! What a terrible draw. Oop, hold on. We gotta make some tough choices. Hey, Nor, how you doing today? What's going on? Periodically fire beams. Guns and cannons. That's a gun, that's a gun. I want to get that to work. And the damage from this is just so good. It doesn't look good on paper, but the Piranha Bite is... Like, if you hit with one Piranha and it does 1,000 damage, this thing does 2,500 DPS. No, 5,000 DPS. So it's pretty good. But I do like Fractal Glaive, because it's funny. So I'm gonna take that and we'll keep the quad blasters so we have something to use for bosses still. It's hard to say no to it, it really is, but I like the amusement of the Fractal Glaive right now. And we get to keep the Papercraft Lantern with it too. Sure, give it to me. Give it to me, baby. Whetstone. Wait until we find a blacksmith, I think. We're gonna need more money though at some point. I think it's just a fun weapon. It's weird. It definitely looks like it homes in to an extent. Maybe not home is the right word. It looks like the lasers that are fired prioritize attacking nearby enemies. Attempt to construct an automaton. No, I want the instruction manual. I think there's one here. The shell shelters the automaton of outside influence. I have tested multiple materials for automaton shells. Due to the magical inheritance of defensive properties from the construction, I found shell materials to be secondary of importance in combat. Okay. Cores. Power to the automaton engine. Emeralds, rubies, and sapphires all provide levels of power. Usage of gems is highly recommended. Attempted to construct an automaton ding dong. Yes. Gold, stone, or wood? I think this is just for aesthetics. Let's make a golden automaton. And we're kind of a dexterous build, I think. Let's use an emerald core. Weapons. Electricity, lasers, or flamethrowers. Lasers. I love lasers. Someone's an automaton companion. Grants 25 power. Ooh, that's pretty good, but we do have high crits and high crit damage with our spiders. I kind of don't want to get rid of those. 50% critical hit damage or 25 power. Actually, the power is probably worth more, let's be honest. Wasn't there something that listed what you've done before? I don't think so. Oh, dude, it's pretty good. Definitely the sigils on the ground that you draw, that does say what you've done before. Increased stats granted by companions for a helmet. No, thank you. Beams from you or your companions inflict vulnerability offhand. Do you think that works with our friend? Oh, there he is. He's above my head. Cold damage. Beams. Beams. So I guess Fractal Glaive would work. It'll make vulnerability happen. Yeah. But it is offhand. And instead of debuffing enemies to take 20% more damage, we would have 30% more damage with the lantern by default. Ultimately, pretty, like, similar, I think. But this, I guess, weirdly synergizes, but it only synergizes if we have beams. So we'll take the one that's a little bit more useful, I think. The one that is seemingly a little bit more, like, permanently useful. Because it works on any weapon, not just beams, right? Admittedly, it's not a debuff, though. When you've done one elemental damage type, get increase effect and duration. Lightning triggers fire, triggers cold damage buffs. You know what? We can use that with ice and lightning. So if we had a fire effect, this is our last perk. If we had a fire effect, it would help us. And we do have charcoal pine resin active, but not permanently. We could make a weapon do like fire damage though, but I guess elemental balance is pretty good. It's the only thing that makes sense. Infusions are not that good, not that powerful. And we're doing more than one elemental damage type currently as is. So sure, elemental balance is what we're taking. I'll accept it. Holy crap. Demon machine. Explosion damage, explosion! That's pretty cool. I like that. Let's use my... Is there a blacksmith coming up? Not yet. Let's use the whetstone, take the beer, hold on to the demon machine. Got good range, not quite max range, but that seems like a very fun weapon to use. That seems like it would be a very fun weapon to use with guaranteed to repeat, which we haven't quite synergized into. Oh, let's go, peg leg. We haven't really synergized into yet, but we could. Okay, I'm gonna dump the magnifying glass. We're gonna take peg leg. This is eventually an exceptionally massive movement and attack speed buff due to agility, but we do lose rhythm, which means we lose the tally requirement buff. But that's still pretty good. I accept it. Really does depend on like what we find in the future, but we've got some like potential good combinations. Dragon scale armor, it's just big armor. You know what, goodbye spiders. Weapon or gold when bombed. Well, I don't have any keys, so. There's our blacksmith, we got a ton of gold. And a gift box, nice. Even more cheese. We're very cheesy on this run, I like it. We do need to buff our quad blasters before anything else. This is our boss killing weapon. I wish I could get in there. Oh, we're gonna get cursed! I don't have any keys! It's the worst time for this to happen! Assassin's Hood. Critical hit chance against enemies affected by a damage over time effect. Oh yeah. Gloves or summon? Give me gloves. Let's also make sure we equip our next weapon. hope they never debuff quad blasters because they're just so good. Lucky hit chance. Our current lucky hit chance is already 0? Oh, right. This causes lucky hit flourish. That's right. I was like, wait a minute. That makes no sense to me. On dash, your next 5 primary attacks deal guaranteed super effective multipliers. Well, we could take the fox ring and the peg leg. Peg leg gives us a massive attack speed buff. Fox ring gives us more damage. The only thing we lose is tally requirements from rhythm, which means we'll have slightly fewer lucky hits and slightly fewer on dash effects, which don't really matter that much. At the very least, I think we'll take it. And if we're gonna use peg leg, we're gonna use peg leg after we get $100, but we need money. Can we even get money at this point? Money doesn't show up, so we might be stuck with 18 gold. Trying to think, how can we get money? What's the thing in this game that gives us the most cash? Uh-oh. It's a lot of skeletons. What the hell? I guess this is the death path, isn't it? Whoa! Well, we used evasion. These things definitely aim. Which makes me feel a lot better about actually using it. Did take a hit. We're taking a little bit of damage. I prefer not to. Don't know what hit me there. This is the problem of using a weapon like this. I just can't see anything. Dodge the blue circles. Okay, I shoot infinite blue circles out of these weapons. Yeah, I'll get right on dodging the blue circles. I guess we'll go to the shop. I do have 60. Lucky hit with a bow or crossbow, trigger a beam of light. Well, monkey, tiger cub. Occult, happy, illegal, increased damage, increased dark damage. I guess we could buy a twilight branch to reroll fractal glaive from dark to maybe something else. Maybe we could get lucky and get fire, and then fire would buff the elemental balance. Could also replace these with lightning boots and the fox ring. Dash makes more lightning and super effective hits. I kind of like that. We'd lose quite a bit of attack speed though. But we would get 12,000 damage lightning and then the super effective multiplier damage bonus. But I don't know. Having more shots on screen I think is more strange. I can't see. I gotta use a different weapon. This is Unless there's like, make things easier to see. Is there a make things easier to see option? I don't believe there is. Without outlining enemy projectiles and whatnot, I'm just running into everything because I just literally can't see. And we have 2 HP all of a sudden. Rough. All right, resin or trigger damage? Give me trigger damage. Got to admit, the damage might be a little bit less from this, but it is safer. I think part of the problem, at least using this weapon and it just being confusing, is that please kill him. Thank you. It seems like when it comes back to you, it also fires beams, which is less of a problem, but just more adding confusion to the mix. You know, we can just heal here. And also it seems to aim at an enemy if the enemy is closer to the projectile than you are. Otherwise, if you're closer to the projectile, it'll aim towards you, or at least in your direction. A little strange, a little strange. But let's do it. I still don't have enough gold for the peg leg, but I could take lightning boots and the fox ring. No, let's give it a shot. Attuned, attuned. Let's do it. Gotta say, I feel like rhythm is better. Meteor, cultist, increase effect of buffs while missing at least 1 heart. Ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Increase effect of buffs, you say? All it replaces is the helmet of increase effective duration of tailwind and swiftness. That is kind of annoying, but it would give me maybe more rhythm? Let's see. I gotta drop something. Drop the armor. Let's see. -2 to tally requirements. It doesn't go to -4, unfortunately. But we do have. Oh, we're not missing any hearts, so this doesn't do anything. Never mind. Hey, Mason, welcome. How are you doing? Mason the Wolf. Welcome to some warm-up tiny rogues. I do kind of miss using the grass blade though, because that's a pretty nice piece of equipment. I don't know what happened. Oh, we armor broke him. That's what happened. Armor break caused the crystal to die very quickly there. I hate it, but this is a much better weapon. I don't want to use it though. I do have the cultist hood available. We just have to complete 1 room. Since we're missing health, and because it gives health, let's do it. Don't ding-dong me. Are you dead? There you are. Okay. Increase effect of buffs. So it's still -2. Wait, is this active? Oh, you have to have the whole set. I'm a fool. Go back to the aviator cap. Luckily, it doesn't have a warm-up time. It's just always active, which is interesting. A little crowded. Get out of here, humanity. Well, still not at peg leg levels, unfortunately. Ooh, that's a cat. This thing does do a pretty good job of killing things quickly, though. I do like it. Mostly. Mostly. Ooh, hello. We should heal in that case. I'm forgetting that, hey, if we don't actually have the effect of Cultist, we should just heal. On completing a combat encounter without taking damage, gain stack of morale. That's only gonna be worth 4 stacks at max. After not attacking for 1 second, get guaranteed crits. That's unnecessary completely. So this is just not important at all, I think. I do like raised morale, but it would only be worth 40%. That still might be better than like, well, actually, not really anything. I like what we have. All right. Sorry, but no thank you. I don't even have any like ethereal dice. It's not like I can change our perks at all, except using that book. I'm also starting to think that the glaives do not trigger lucky hits the way I thought that they did. I'm not sure what to do with that. Heals you upon reaching 3 stacks, imminent death. I guess that's just a you have to complete rooms quickly thing, but it's very weird. I don't like instant death mechanics, and that's an instant death mechanic. Tempest Fans. Can hit multiple times, secondary attack deals cold damage and grants tailwind. That looks kind of cool. Wholly unnecessary though. That also looks cool. Wholly unnecessary though. Take a seat. But you know what, let's gain favor. And I'm just gonna get health. Keep me alive. And you know what? Might as well. All right, let's do this. Do I not have my friend out? What happened? He vanished. I must have unsummoned him at some point accidentally. Mason says, how's the kitchen, Abe? I get that reference. There's a reference to the other day. Kitchen's all right. It did not burn down. Kitchen's in good shape. Okay, careful. Man, I went the whole run and I didn't get the set piece for that repeat sheriff's belt. I did blow up a lot of chests at the end that were set chests, but it's not like I had the keys to open them anyways. But I think repeat would have been a lot of fun. To just increase our damage yet again. Good run though, it was a quad blaster run, ultimately, at the end for bosses. But it was a dash run. a swagger run, using that perk to trigger on-dash effects constantly, and the on-dash effects that we had were, well, they weren't lucky hit. The on-dash effect that we had was just buffs, like attack speed buffs. On lucky hit was just because we were the dancer. So, fun to build around lucky hit, I suppose, because you have at least one guaranteed source of it over your run. Acceptable. Not like particularly synergistic or build-aroundy. Even the lightning and beer mortars oftentimes didn't feel like they were doing too much damage, but I think a lot of that was just because it's hard to see what's going on with the laser light show that we had that made it very difficult to dodge anything. But a fun run nonetheless, and for those of you on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. Like the video if you've enjoyed it, subscribe for more, check me out on Twitch for when I go live, support the channel at the various links below in the video description, and I hope to see you here again for the next run of Tiny Rogues.